Good morning. A little bit early, and that lighting does not paint me in a favorable light. Yeah, I'll start this one. Good morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Afternoon, evening. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Philo, I'm guessing. Aubrey, hi. Sound girl, do we have volume? Sunny day, you got it. Sun's out, summer's here. Tourists are coming back. Everything's back to normal.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Stock up on your groceries. Hooray!
It's gonna end again.
Positivity.
Yay!
We're going to start in child's pose this morning. When you find your mat, find your pose. Child's first one. Morning, Beck. Morning, Cora. Reach your arms long. And right away, start ujjayi. In and out by the nose, constricting the throat, creating that soft sound as you exhale. Maybe use it on your inhale too, starting right out of the gate. Awareness with breath. And just because you started that ujjayi breath, it's not like flipping on a switch. It takes some doing. So a few cycles, a few rounds to arrive, to land. Notice what you feel. Notice where there's tension, where it feels easy, where you can kind of balance those two extremes out with your breath. Set your intention for your practice this morning. And then think about your intention for a few rounds of breath. Set it into your subconscious by repeating it a few times. And then once you've got that resolve, take a big breath in. Clear all that breath out. And then press up onto fours as you inhale. As you exhale, tuck the toes, arch the back, take downward facing dog, hips high. Once you find your down dog, same thing as child's pose, you can kind of ease in with the breath. And then once your down dog starts to feel a little more like your own pose, like you've been here a few thousand times before maybe, start to settle into stillness. Reach the heels down behind the second toe. Push the floor away with the hands as you're trying to move the earth underneath your mat. Turn the eyes of the elbows forward, let the back of the neck be long. Breathe here. Think about the breath as you inhale, pressing into the arms. Feel the inhale travel all the way up the back through the heels. Feel the backs of the legs opening, the heels stretching down toward the floor. They don't ever have to touch. It's that effort, that intention. Always first. Why you're practicing, how you're practicing. The end result will happen. Sometimes our shapes are what we want, sometimes not, but that's not the goal. A perfect down dog or a perfect warrior two, maybe it is. But a lot of stuff happens on the way to that. Inhale to lift your heels. As you exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, walk forward, take ragdoll at the top of your mat. Push down into your heels, pull up through the navel. Duality, even in your forward fold. Heels heavy, abdominals up and in, upper body hangs, fluid, loose. You can grab opposite elbows. That weight of the fingers on the elbows gives the spine a little better chance of decompressing, of freeing up this space in the low back. Release the elbows, bring the hands to the shins. On an inhale, offer the heart forward, stretch out the spine. As you exhale, soften and fold back in. Bend the knees, reach the arms on your inhale, stand all the way up, palms touch overhead. As you exhale, hands to the heart, pause. Step all the way to the top of the mat if you aren't there already. We'll start with Sun Salute A. Inhale, arms reach up, look at the hands. As you exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Give yourself an inhale this first round. Rock forward on the tips of the toes. As you exhale, you can put the knees down or not. Chaturanga or to the floor. Use your first inhale to lift into Cobra or Up Dog if you're ready for it. Use your exhale to flip over the feet, downward facing dog, hips high. Take a breath in. Breathe it all out. Lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Bring your right foot to the top, left foot follows. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, stand up, open and reach. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump through your vinyasa. Probably a little early to jump, sorry. Step it back and go slow. Inhale, heel open. One movement, one breath. As you exhale, over the feet, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Clear that breath out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend. Look at your hands. Left foot to the top, right foot follows. Pull the heart forward on your inhale. Soften, fold in as you breathe out. Inhale, stand, open, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low. Plant the hands, step. Now you can hop back, landing softly with bent elbows if you jump. Inhale, open the chest, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Clear that breath out. Lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Step or walk, or maybe a little hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold back in. Inhale, stand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low. Plant the hands, step or jump. Remember soft elbows to absorb the impact of your landing. Inhale, belly button in and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Clear that breath out. Lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. If you jump, you land softly. You can always step. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stand up, open, reach. Exhale, forward fold. One more time this way. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low. Be precise. If you can't be precise, then use the knees to help you down. You can always bypass one of these push-ups, two of these push-ups, you decide. Once you get to down dog, inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees, look at your thumbs, step or jump, top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, stand, open, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Big toes touch, heels touch. Front of the body lifts as you inhale, collarbones rise. As you exhale, press into the heels. Biceps by the ears or hands at the heart. Stay with your breath. Gaze down toward the nose or to the floor. You can even, Eric's offering a bind behind to open the chest. You choose. Stay with the breath. If you find that you're wrapped up, you're thinking, you're spinning, worries, fears, doubts, all of the excess, come back here into this chair pose, onto your mat, and it's a practice. So 5 minutes from now you lose it and you're spinning again, you come back. Every breath gives you that opportunity to begin again. Every time you show up. Take one more inhale in chair. As you exhale, forward fold, straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift, offer your heart forward. As you exhale, plant your hands, step or jump through your chaturanga, lower with control. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg on an inhale, lift it up. As you breathe out, bring it in, look down and step through. Left heel anchors, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pull your right side back. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, press the feet. Last breath in, reach up, lengthen the side body. As you breathe out, frame your right leg, step it back. Maybe your right leg stays lifted as you take chaturanga. Two-legged up dog and downward dog. Left side, inhale to lift it up. Exhale to bring it in, look through, step through. Right heel grabs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, square. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press your feet. Last breath in, maybe lift the gaze. As you breathe out, frame your left leg, step it back. Maybe it stays lifted, chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift your heels as you inhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, step, walk, a soft hop, top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Chair pose on a breath in, sit low. On a breath out, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low, step or jump through. Downward dog, right leg lifted up on an inhale. As you exhale, bring it in, step it through. You've got 2 breaths in one. Use your inhale to rise. Your exhale to pull the right side back. Inhale, reach up, lift the gaze. Breathe out, chaturanga. All the way down, empty lungs. Inhale, outer shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifted up on a breath in. Breathe it out, step it through. Ground your right heel. Inhale, 1. Exhale, square. Inhale, reach and lift the gaze. Breathe out, frame your foot. Step it back, lower to empty. Fill back up and empty back out. Take a breath in. Clear it all out. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, look at your hands, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, offer your chest. Exhale, fold in. Chair pose on a breath in. Fold on a breath out. Inhale, lengthen, lift. High to low, step or jump. If the chaturangas get to be too much, you can hold plank. You can always sneak back to down dog, take your child's pose. We'll meet in down dog. Right leg on an inhale, lift it up. As you breathe out, step it through. Ground your left heel. Use your inhale to rise. And your exhale to flow. Frame your foot. Step it back. Lower and empty. Inhale, open. Downward dog. Left leg, lift it up. Bring it in. Step it down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Breathe in and breathe out. Heels high on an inhale. Knees bend, look at your hands, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Sit low, and we go back to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low, step or jump through. From your down dog, right leg on an inhale, lift it up. We're going back to 1. As you exhale, bring it in, step it through. Start in warrior 1. Use your inhale. Open to 2 as you exhale. First time in 2, so set it up. Left hip in, right hip lifts. Right knee out, arms long. Look over your right fingers. Keep breathing as you reach fingertip away from fingertip. Reverse, inhale. Sink into that right knee as you exhale. Take a breath in. Sink more as you breathe out. Last breath in. Cartwheel to chaturanga as you exhale. Frame your front foot, step it back, all the while breathing out as you lower. Inhale, lift back up. Downward facing dog. Left leg. Step it through. Start in 1, ground your back heel. Use your inhale to rise. Your exhale to open. Adjust your hips. On your little checkpoints. Arms reach long. Squeeze your triceps. Look over your left fingers. It's 8:44. Now, keep the legs. Reverse it. Right hand can press in. Left arm reaches up. Lean back away from that left knee. Open that left side body, but squeeze the right so you're not collapsed there. Take an inhale to go a little deeper. Exhale, sink. One more breath in. As you breathe out, frame your front foot. Step it back. Empty lungs. Chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale to dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your heels on your inhale. Bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Step or jump. If you're jumping, hips go high. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. High to low. Step or jump through. Remember your options. You can always bypass. We pick it back up and down dog. Right leg on an inhale, lift up. As you breathe out, step it through. Left heel ground, warrior one, just like we did before. Open to two. Reverse on an inhale. Stay for your exhale, find a little more depth. And then cartwheel to a standing split. Hands outside of your right foot, lift your left heel. All the way up you go. Now let your head drop toward your right leg. Turn your knee and toes down toward the floor. Maybe bind behind with one hand or two hands. Notice the wobbles. If you have that double bind, give yourself some grace to wobble, even to fall out, then you get back in. That's the practice. That's how we grow and get stronger. What seems like mistakes are biggest teachers, for sure. Take one more inhale in your standing split. Put your hands on the floor. Bend your right knee. Let your left leg go long. Drop, step it to the back. Now you're in this long lunge. Put your left hand under your shoulder. Right arm to the sky. Twist. Drop your hips. Squeeze that left leg. Make sure the heel is over the center of the foot. And then look at your left hand. Pick it up into a kind of a twist. Right hand to your hamstrings. Left arm lifts up. Use your left toes. Reach with your left fingers. Take one more inhale. And then take it into a twist. Elbow outside of the thigh. Hands at the heart. Use an inhale for length. And an exhale for twist. Inhale for length. Exhale for twist. Last breath in. Look at your right knee as you breathe out. Don't move it. Come back to Anjane. High lunge. There it is. To two. Now this may be a much longer two. So you can fix it. You can bring it in. Take what you need. This practice is yours. Reach your arms long. And then side angle, forward, elbow to thigh. Left arm can reach up or slice over the ear, but stay grounded with your left heel and then pull with your left fingers. Feel all of that liberation through your side body. Good. Find a little puff of air under the inside edge of your back foot. If you want a little more, you can extend your right fingers inside of your right leg. Keep reaching with that left arm. Take one more inhale, Parsvakonasana. Exhale to Chaturanga. Frame your foot, step it back, lower with control. Inhale, come on up. Exhale to down dog. Lift your left leg on a breath in. As you breathe out, we start back in one. Ground your right heel. As you inhale, come up. As you exhale, open to two. Good. Reverse it. And you just take an inhale in this reverse. As you exhale, you cartwheel to frame the front foot. Lift all the way up for your standing split. Good. Walk your hands closer to your left leg. Let your head drop. Maybe a half bind or a full bind here, depending on hamstrings, low back, willingness, I guess, whatever. Stay with your breath. If your breath is jagged, choppy, then you back off your physical practice a little bit. Your breath has to stay the same, or it doesn't have to, it should. Recommended that your breath stays the same for the duration of the practice. Bend your left knee, put your hands down first so you have some better balance. Drop step your right leg to the back of the mat, long lunge. You can move your left foot over if that helps balance. Right hand to the floor, left arm lifts. Start in your twist. Feel that right leg very strong. Heel is over the center of the toes. Now look at your right arm. Pick it up to come into that twist. Left hand to your hamstrings. Right arm reaches up. Use your right heel, reach with your right arm to stretch more to that side body. Elbow outside of the thigh for a prayer twist. Inhale for length. Exhale for twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Last breath in. All the way out. Look at your left knee. Don't move it. Come back to your high lunge for on an inhale. That's the work. And then as you exhale, mirror two. If it's too wide and you don't feel stable, bring it in. Shoulders over hips. Squeeze your triceps. Look over your left hand. Take one more breath in. Hard bow to breathe out. Elbow to thigh. Right arm reaches up and then over. Really anchor with that heel and feel that side stretch. Move your right shoulder on top of the left. Maybe the left arm extends down toward the floor, toward your foot. One more breath in. As you breathe out, chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Cobra is your alternative. Downward facing dog. From your down dog, lift your right leg on an inhale. Open, bend, and stack. Level out the shoulders, press into the arms, keep lifting that right knee. Now lift your left heel and flip over your left leg. Once that right foot lands, lift your hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together to press them into the back. Reach the right arm. Let the head be heavy. Stay with the breath. Push the floor away. Feel where the breath creates more stretch. Keep pushing down. Take one more inhale in your flipped dog. Look at where your right hand used to be. Put it back there. And then flip into side plank on your right side. Left arm lifts. Maybe left leg lifts up to maybe a tree leg. Or you can hook your first left toe. Or you can put your left leg on top as a kickstand. Lift your right hip. Good. Take one more breath in. Chaturanga to breathe out. Inhale, open. Exhale, press back. From your downward dog, left side, on an inhale, lift up. As you exhale, open, bend, and stack. Notice that right shoulder has a tendency to dip in, keep it square. Lift your left knee a bit higher, and then lift your right heel. Flip it here. Press into your feet to lift your hips. Reach with that left arm, let the head be heavy. Shoulder blades into the back body. And breathe. Now look where your left hand used to be. Put it back there. Flip over onto your left side. Now if you're going to modify this, use your top leg so you can keep the integrity of the bottom body. That left side. Pushing into your right foot to lift that left hip. Open the chest. Take one more inhale to lift. And then as you exhale, it's chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, Adho Mukha. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your heels as you inhale. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Step, walk, or jump, top of the mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, press the palms overhead. As you exhale, Urdhva Utkatasana, power chair. So lower your rib cage just over your knees, over your thighs. Pull your hips back. Lift up your toes. And breathe. So you're looking down so the back of the neck is long. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left hand is going to take your right wrist to pull that right arm around into a twist. Get a little more stretch to your left side. Or stretch to your right side, but you're twisting to your left. Look at your right knee. Pull it back so the knees are level. Take an inhale to lift your chest and an exhale to move your left side back. Breathe in and breathe out. Last breath in. As you breathe out, come back to center. You can take a break and straighten the legs, or you stay here. Reach your arms long. Your right hand is going to take your left wrist. Pull it long and then around to your right. Prayer hands in front of your face. Lift your chest to your thumbs. Right side moves back. Inhale for length. Exhale exhale to twist. Your left knee is even with the right. One more breath in, all the way out. And then back to center, reset, fold, straighten your legs. Split your feet a little wider than your hips. First two fingers, hook your first toe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, Padangusthasana. Pull on the toes as you press on the fingers, elbows bend to the sides, top of the head toward the floor, belly up and in. Feel the breath. Feel the depth in your forward fold compared to when you started, the space you created with your practice, with your breath. Now, Padahastasana, so inhale to lift the chest. As you exhale, stand on your hands, toes to wrists. If that's not an option, bend your knees, and that might help to make it more of an option. And then lengthen as you inhale. As you exhale, you can bend the elbows, fold in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more breath in. All the way out. And then come out of that fold. We've got crow pose. We're going to start side crow. So feet together. Bend your knees. So you're coming into the squat. Now you're going to keep the knees together. Turn them to the left. Hands are going to be like your chaturanga-ing. Right elbow to the hip, left elbow to the knee on the right leg. If you've been doing this for a while, this right arm comes out to the side and you don't put any weight on that. You lean everything onto your left leg, or left arm, I mean. And then your bottom leg goes forward, your top leg goes back. And then you're in chaturanga, left leg long, right leg long. Lift, and down dog. And if that's not what you're into, Eric is showing you your option. You hang out, you breathe, you squat, you do something else. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale to bend your knees. Look at the thumbs, step or jump, all the way up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Feet together, bend, come into a squat, and then take your knees to the right. Make that shelf, so the elbows create the shelf. And it feels pretty stable, really. Just finding that tipping point. It's just about a tipping point. If you can chaturanga, you can do this. Left leg in front, right leg back. Looking toward your left toes. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then your right leg long, left leg under. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Now, inhale to lift your heels, bend and look forward, and then step or jump. Flat back, fold in. Forward facing crow, piece of cake. I think it's harder, I think side crow's easier. My 2 cents. Elbows on wrists, knees into the triceps. Look forward of the fingers. And then it's about that tipping point, finding that place where you can pick up the feet, keep them pulling into the heels or to the hips. Heels to hips. For 3, for 2, take a breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, down dog. Whew. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, stand up, all the way up. Hands to the heart. All right, that's a lot to talk through. Stand on your right leg. Pick up your left knee. Standing leg raise. Yes. Now, flex your left foot. Open your left knee up to the side. Good. If you want, you can take that first left toe, extend the leg straight. Good. Back to center with the knee. Reach the arms up. Take an inhale to get taller. Exhale, veer 3. That's it, good. Drop that left hip. Good adjustment. And then think about getting longer from your left heel through the crown. Take one more full round. Let it go. Half moon. Right hand down. Left arm up. Good. Good. Press into your right heel to lift some stagnation out of that right hip. And then think about sending your right thigh bone back toward the back of your mat. Keep reaching through your left heel, reaching through that left arm. Take one more breath in. And then warrior two, breathe out. Good. Sink the hips in warrior two. Reach your arms long. Take a breath in to open the chest. Breathe out, let yourself be heavy. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract, get heavier. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, cartwheel to frame your front foot, step it back. Take chaturanga as you exhale, or down dog, or child's pose. Good. Taking these little moments when you need them to pause, to reset. Lift your heels as you breathe in. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Empty lungs bring you to the top of your mat. Step or jump. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold back in. Bend the knees, circle the arms, stand up, reach up, open. As you exhale, hands to the heart. Stand on your left. Pick up the right. Flex your right foot, and then maybe you take the toe hold, or keep the shin. Keep hugging this left side in. Maybe you complete the pose by turning your gaze to the left. The drishti is always the final piece that kind of brings all of the energetics together. Now, bring the knee back to center. If the leg was straight, bend it. Take an inhale to reach the arms, lift a little taller. As you exhale, press back to 3. Right heel reaches. Back of the hands toward the sky, cracking the chest open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the back. Let your right kidney drop. Left hip lifts a bit. And then half moon when you're ready. Left hand will drop, right arm will lift. Turn to the right. So if you want to check your right leg, you can look down toward your right foot. Make sure you can see the top half of your foot. Then you'll know that right leg is in the right spot. Keep opening the chest. Push into that left heel, move the thigh bone back. And then a drop step into Vira 2. Feel that right foot solid. Inhale to expand. Exhale, get heavy. Breathe in. Heavier as you breathe out. Last breath in. Cartwheel to frame your left foot. Finish your exhale in chaturanga. Or not. All right. Lift your heels as you breathe in. Bend your knees, look at your hands, step or jump, top of the mat. Once you're there, take an inhale to stretch forward and exhale to fold in. Bend the knees, reach the arms all the way up on an inhale. On an exhale, hands to the heart. Go back to standing on your right leg and pick up your left leg for Gavardasana, eagle. Put the left leg on top, once, maybe twice. Left arm under, once, maybe twice. If you don't have this bind yet, then your right hand to your left arm, draw the arm across. Then you're still stretching the same left shoulder stuff. Good. From your eagle, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Left hand, left shin, right hand, right hip. Same pose you were in before. Good. Now get taller. Maybe open that left hip a little more. Good. Maybe the right arm reaches to the sky to stretch that right side up. Open. Good. Leg to center, arms to center, up. On an inhale, get taller. On an exhale, Vira 3. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, stand on your right leg, bring your left knee into your chest. Inhale, go back. Exhale, stand up, just like you did, hug it in. Give it a squeeze, good. And do that one more time to the warrior 3. Now hold this. Breathe in. Half moon, breathe out. Good. Now bend your left knee, catch your left foot, take a bind. Kick the foot into the hand to open the quad. If you don't quite have the bind yet, then you imagine that you do. You're reaching like you're trying to grab your foot, bending your knee, heel in toward your hip. Now look down at the floor. You can always skip this piece and just stand up and take dancers separately, or if you're with us, pick that right hand up. The more you practice, it gets easier. Knees together like they have little magnets on the insides. And then Natarajasana. Kick the foot into the hand as that right arm reaches forward. Turn your left shoulder, your left hip toward the center of your mat. And then we finish this in tree. It's a lot on that right leg, but you can do it because you can do it. Move your left knee back, pelvis square, hands at the heart, arms can reach up. You can take a bind behind you if you want to open the chest a little more. Take one more breath in tree. As you breathe out, put your left foot down. Use your inhale to reach your arms up, look at your hands. As you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Use your inhale to lift and fill. Your exhale to flow, step or jump through. You can just hang out in down dog and breathe for a few breaths. We'll pick it up there. Lift your heels, breathe in. Bend your knees, breathe out, look at your thumbs. Empty lungs, bring you back to the top. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, stand up. Hands to the heart. Stand on your left, wrap your right. Eagle. Arms to a T to begin. And then your right arm will go under your left. If you want the modification, left hand to your right tricep to pull that right arm across. Good. Lock up your elbows, lift them up to your shoulders, move the fingers away from your face, point them up. Good. Now from Garuda, Utthita Asana, Padangusthasana. If you practice saying the Sanskrit, that gets easier too. Get taller, move your right knee back. Good. Maybe open that right hip a little more. Maybe the left arm to the sky, open the side body. Good. Good, good. Back to center with the knee, arms reach up. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, Vira 3. Take an inhale to bring that knee into the chest. You can give it a squeeze as you stand up. And then use your exhale to come back. Use your inhale to stand up, knee to chest. Your exhale to go back. Now, one more? Sure. Knee to chest. And then go back. Vira 3. From Vira 3, you're going to drop into Ardha Chandrasana, left hand down, right arm up. Turn and open. Flex through your right foot. If you want to stay here, stay. Maybe you take Chapasana, bend your right knee and catch the foot. Then kick the foot into the hand to open that right hip. Quad. Look down. Left hand comes up. Maybe. Bring the knees together. You can switch the bind on that foot if you want a little different grip to the inside edge. And then keep lifting. Right foot to the sky, left arm out in front. We end in Vrikshasana, tree pose. Right foot to the inside of your left leg. Press that right knee back. And then get taller. Same thing as your standing leg raise. Hug this hip in so you're not popping out to the side to compensate. Take one more breath in for height. As you breathe out, step your right foot down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low, or you can hang out in dog. If you want another vinyasa, take it. Otherwise, we'll hang out here. From your downward facing dog, when you get back there, when you're ready, right leg on inhale, lift it up. As you breathe out, step it through. We'll start in Vira 1. Ground your left heel. Use your inhale to come up. Exhale to 2. From 2, straighten your right leg. Trikonasana. Right hand down, left arm up. Avoiding the urge to lock out on your knees. Open the chest, move that left shoulder back. Make the neck longer so you're not crunching the shoulders up by the ears. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, Prasarita Padottanasana, version A. Turn your right toes to the long edge of your mat. You can bring your feet in a little bit so you have a little better balance. Fingers in line with the tips of your toes. You want the top of your head to touch the floor, so maybe you need to move the legs further apart so you can bring the forehead to the floor. Elbows are bending sharply behind you so the arms are engaged, the back muscles. If it's time for you to headstand here, you can press up into a headstand, do that. Otherwise, you're hanging in your forward fold. Keep the abdominals pulling in. And you're only headstanding if you can do that safely, unsupervised. Flex through your feet. Press into your arms if you're upside down. I mean, more upside down than this, like standing in your head. Now from here, soften your knees. If you're headstanding, give yourself maybe 4 or 5 breaths in your forward fold before you come up. If you're with us, soften your knees, bring your hands to your hips. Pull the chest forward, bring your chest up first to stand. Right toes turn in, Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Drag your left foot in a bit and your heels are on the same line. Use an inhale to lift your chest and an exhale to fold back in. Now keep pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. Your hands can come down to help you balance. Use your inhales to lengthen. Use your exhales to ground. Take an inhale to lift your chest. Twist your triangle. Put your left hand on the outside of your right foot. Turn your chest and lift your right arm to the sky. You can move this right hip back out of your way a little more if you want, so you have length on both sides of the waist. Take one more inhale in this challenging twist. As you exhale, bend your right knee, put your hands down, step back to plank. You can vinyasa if you want. Maybe you take a few chaturangas. Inhale, open. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Left leg lifted up. As you breathe out, bring it in, step it through. Right heel grounds, Vira 1 to Vira 2. Straighten, breathe in. Drop down, breathe out. Move that right shoulder back. Lengthen the neck. Ground the feet. Soften the knees. And breathe. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to come into Prasarita. Other side, turn your left toes. This time version C, so soften the knees, reach back and catch an interlace. Knuckles toward the ceiling or the sky, straighten the elbows and fold in. Shake out the neck, the head is heavy. Sharpen the connection with the feet, pull the inner arches up, keep squeezing the elbows. Now you're going to keep the bind this time. Bring the hands to the sacrum, and then bend the knees and look forward so you can lengthen the spine that way, all the way up to stand. And then your left toes will turn to the front, right foot drags in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold in. Pyramid. Fold, good. Good, good, good. Good. Release the bind, stay down with the chest, so stay folded rather. Bring the hand on the outside of the foot, left arm to the sky, twist the triangle. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath in. As you breathe out, put your left hand down, bend your left knee, step back to plank. Now, from plank, hold here. Nothing is going to move from the waist up. It's a twist from the lower body. So take a breath in, keep the feet together. As you breathe out, drop the heels to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, heels left. Good. Center, right, center, left. One more time each way. Right, left, center, hold plank. Put your right forearm on the floor. Here you go, Cora. Left forearm on the floor. Forearm plank. And now walk your toes to your elbows. Dolphin pose. So push into your forearms so you're not collapsing. You feel this in the upper back a lot. Your head is not touching the floor. You can look back between your feet, maybe between your knees, depending on your neck. If you're working on a form of vinyasa, forearm stand, maybe lift one leg and come up high on the toes. You don't have to, just options to lift that leg. Notice the weight the forearm takes. And if you're practicing, you're never kicking up, throwing yourself up. It's a lift, so you're just going to kind of lift up onto the forearms and do little kicks like so. And then one day, after about 3,000 of those, you land it. Or you stick it, I guess. I wasn't a gymnast, I don't know. Go back to forearm plank. And now your right hand is going to come up or come down. Left hand is going to come down. Take a breath in. Down dog, breathe out. Now from your down dog, go forward into plank. Heels together. Nothing moves from the waist up. Take a breath in. Heels to the left, breathe out. Inhale, center, right. Center, left, center, right. One more time, each side. Left, center, right, center, breathe in. Forearms. Put your left forearm down first, right forearm down first. Dolphin. Stay in dolphin. If you have no interest in ever standing on your forearms, taking this any further, this is a great way to strengthen your upper back. Push into those elbows, push into the undersides of the wrists. Let the head be heavy. For 3, for 2, last one. Put your knees down, untuck your toes, put your hands back by your feet. Rest your child's pose. If you put your forearm on the floor and let your shoulders be supported by your knees, that feels nice on your upper arms, especially after all that dolphin business. Now from here, sit yourself up off of your resting child, swing your legs around one side or the other for Navasana. So finding that spot between your tailbone and your sitting bones. Hold on to the backs of your knees to establish the integrity of your back. So you don't want to round and hunch, you want to stay lifted. Flex the feet, look between the toes. If you want more here, arms go long, stay even with your shoulders, palms face each other. Maybe reach the arms up. There's always room to take these poses further. There's always room to find a little modification where you need to be today. Take a breath in. And then we're going to float this as you breathe out, half boat. Take a breath in and half boat, shoulders and heels are up. Use your exhale to expand. Exhale, contract. Keep going. Keep pulling the navel in. Flattening out so it doesn't look like there's a loaf of bread. Pull the sides of the waist down toward the floor. We'll take 5 more. Exhales to lift you up. Feel the power that the breath has. And to propel you. And now hold half boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Open up, reach long. Take banana asana, left leg over, right leg on top. Left hand takes the right wrist. Guide that right wrist toward the top left corner. Feel that big side stretch through the whole right side. Keep the shoulders and the hips down. Switch it, so bring the hands. Right leg all the way over, left leg all the way over. Right hand takes the left wrist, making that crescent shape with the left side of the body. Back to center, reset, get long again. And now Supta Gambhasana, so reach around from the shins. Right leg on top. So you're going to reach for opposite ankles. Or if you can't quite reach the ankles, you're going to take shins or knees So ankles, and then you can kind of pull the feet apart, squeezing the thighs together, or you can draw the ankles to your shoulders, keep the feet flexed, or if the ankles are a little ambitious, bring your knees closer. Feel the whole spine behind you from the crown of your head, the back of your head rather, all the way down through your tailbone. Think about the sides of the waist, how in boat pose you're pulling them down. Keep that action. Now from here, our cow face legs to the cross. Pick up your hips, move them maybe 3 inches to the right, and then drop your knees to the left. If it's too much to keep this right leg underneath your left, you can always pull it out and just stack the knees into your twist. Let your right shoulder be long, take an inhale. As you exhale, turn your chin and look to the right. Take a breath in, all the way out. Last breath in. Breathe it out. And then use your inhale to come out, back to center. Uncross if you were crossed, reset, maybe give yourself a squeeze, and then put the left thigh on top for cow face side 2. Knees or ankles, flex the feet, pulling the ankles toward your shoulders. Breathe. You're going to keep the cross. Let the legs go. Arms can come to your sides to move the hips maybe 5 or 6 inches to the left. Let the knees drop to the right. And the same thing applies if you want to pull that left leg out. Left shoulder, heavy, chin to the left. Breathe. Take a breath in. Let it all go. And then use your next inhale to bring your chin over your chest. Bring the knees back onto the chest, uncross, and then put the feet down just in front of your hip bones. Arms are going to go down by your sides. Like a drawbridge, it just lifts up. And then you can walk the shoulders underneath, or scooch rather, so you get more outer upper arm on the mat. Chin is over the sternum. Press into the back of the skull, press into the feet. If full wheel is in your practice, you can take full wheel from here, putting the hands by the ears, top of the head first. Just like headstand, you're only doing that if you've done it lots of times unsupervised before. Or if you have supervision. Knock yourself out. Take one more breath in, pushing into the feet, lifting the hips, and then as you breathe all the way down, move the feet to the edges of the mat, let the knees, right hand on your abdominals, your left hand on your chest. Let your eyes fall soft. And just feel your breath, your heartbeat. Gratitude that both of those processes are continuing to happen in your body. Don't take that for granted, not now, not after all this. It's a big deal that you're here, that you're alive. And start there. All the other stuff is just stuff that we spin about. So I spin about, we all spin about it. The stories, the chaos, the stuff. This is what's real, what's happening inside right now. Your breath, your heartbeat. From this place of feeling, of listening, paying attention, determine if there's anything left in your practice this morning, if there's anything you need to get out before you rest, move through, Take another posture or two if that's the case, but if you're ready to rest, then your legs will go long, your arms will go long by your sides. If you have something to cover your face, cover your eyes to make your environment a little darker, that's also recommended. Give your nervous. Physical work is done. Your body is motionless. The only movement you feel is the breath moving in and moving out. Feel the eyes heavy in their sockets. Let your hips be heavy, your heels. See how you make your breath. And drop in. Open your lungs and take a bigger breath in. Let all that breath go. Do that a couple more times, a couple cleansing breaths to bring you back. Drift it off to somewhere else. Move the fingers, move the feet, maybe turn the head a little side to side. Arms can reach up long overhead as you inhale, and then as you exhale, hugging your knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Roll onto your right side when you're ready, pausing on the side. Fetal position symbolic of beginning again. New starts. Think about what you're grateful for. Think of lots of things. Then press yourself back into your seat, sealing our practice in Anjali Mudra, the hands at the heart, the chin to the chest, maybe the eyes closed. Gratitude for the time, the practice, the ancient wisdom, and all of the things that keep us connected. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Happy Wednesday, I think it is. Wednesday. Playing along. See you next time.
No whammies.
Stop.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.